Hello everyone and welcome to my Lego room. I'm TJ the Brickwright, and today we're going to be doing just a quick overview and update on the New Republic Fighter contest. So there's been a little bit of confusion and some questions about the contest, and I think I was a little unclear on the instructions. I know it's weird, never happens. Don't know why people would have been confused about this. My instructions are always so very clear. So what has happened is there's been a little bit of confusion as to for the transforming feature of the fighter requirement. And what I have for you today is a little bit of an example for everybody. So a couple of things that have happened. Some people have been submitting their ships and they don't have any transforming feature at all. And the ships look amazing. And that's fine. But just so you know, they're not going to work specifically for this contest if that's what happens. Now, don't despair, don't get upset, because if you are unable to include a transforming feature, I have some good news. There's another contest coming very quickly after this one where you will be able to submit for that contest instead. So if you can't figure out a transforming feature, if that's not something that you think that you're good at, or if you don't have enough time, or just have no idea how to include something like that, don't worry. Just hang on to it. Give it a little bit of time. I'm not going to give you a specific amount of time before the next contest begins. But in a very short period, you will be able to submit that ship again as an entry, and it will qualify. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you an example, and this is actually an entry into the contest, and it was made by my son, Benjamin, and I'm really excited to show it to you. So here we go. All right, so this is the ship. Now what you'll notice is that it looks a lot like an A-Wing, and that's totally fine. There's nothing that says that in order for it to be a fighter, it has to not be inspired by an interceptor at all. That's not the case. But if we look underneath here, we can see that he's got some landing gear. Now, is landing gear a transforming feature? I would say not completely. Not only does it have to have landing gear as part of your transforming feature, you will also need to include something else. Now, one person actually included some opening bays underneath that have thrusters, so that when it lands, it actually comes down and lands, and it has that as somewhat of a transforming feature. This is actually a compromise between what I actually was trying to do and what the instructions ended up being and how they've been interpreted by some people. Because what I realized like just a couple days ago is that there was a different word that I could have used, and instead of saying a transforming feature, X-Wings have two modes. They have a flight mode and an attack mode. And instead of saying transforming, I should have said it needs to have an attack mode. So that's what I was originally looking for. However, as a compromise, because so many people have already just built a transforming feature into it, including, like I mentioned, having some sort of a mechanism for it to land or to be in a specific position for it to land, we're going to continue to allow that. However, I would recommend everybody goes back and tries to come up with an attack mode for their ship, like the X-Wing opening its wings into attack position, and like this ship going into its attack position like that. So basically that's what I was looking for, and I'm not going to give you all the details on the ship yet, but I think just that little tease is pretty fun. So this is a ship that had very little input from me. Ben actually did a really good job figuring out what he wanted to do with this. So I was pretty proud of it. So this is my proud nerd dad moment, showing off my son's entry into my my Lego contest. So again, what I was originally looking for was a transforming feature that moves it from a flight mode to an attack mode. However, if you're unable to figure out any kind of attack mode version of the ship, you're more than welcome to continue to use the landing gear and landing mode as your transforming feature, because I was not super clear about that. So that's going to be kind of the compromise between what I intended and what I said and what's actually being done. I hope that gives everybody enough time and enough information to actually get that taken care of. We still have about 3 weeks left in the contest, so I'm not super worried about people being able to adapt to this contest. And once again, if you can't figure it out, if it's not something that you have a lot of experience in, or it doesn't look as good as you had hoped it would when it comes to the end, feel absolutely free to just pull it back, hang on to it, send me pictures. I love seeing stuff in advance. But you're more than welcome to just hang on to it for the next contest, which will be occurring very shortly after the end of this contest. So it shouldn't be very long that you have to wait. And that should give a hint to everybody about the next contest. And if you're done with your ship already, you could even start building another one without a transforming feature. And yeah, so there we go. A hint to a contest in the future. You normally only give those to patrons, but here you go. Again, I apologize for the not being as clear about what the transforming feature needed to be. Now I understand a little bit better what I should have said. It should have been in attack mode. I hate it when I come up with things after the fact. I spent a lot of time coming up with the script and the points for this contest, and I can't believe I didn't think of it that way. But that's what happens. So thank you so much. I hope you guys are having a great weekend here in the States, and I know around the world it's Easter weekend. We're going to keep it nice, short, and sweet. I have a lot of updates and a lot of ships and creations on the way. Waiting on some Bricklink orders. Unfortunately, they didn't come in on time. Otherwise, I would have had something really fun to show everybody. But we'll go ahead and save that for weeks to come. Thank you again so much. I hope you guys are having a great time. And thank you for stopping by and getting the update on the contest. And until next time, play well. Bye.